So I know we're waiting for Ray, but what I wanted to chat about was this, right? So in Discord, right, I basically stuck the list of your spaceship and what you have and how it nets out. Um, I don't think there's a easy way to show this. Maybe I can do it this way. Burp. Let's do this. And I was putting here. This. And great. So I'm just going to put this here temporarily. Right? So what this is showing in so many words is that your ship as it stands has 55 build points.
Okay.
Okay. So what this so your ship levels up just like people level up. Right? So in this game, if you get level 2, level 3, level 4, your spaceship is more or less supposed to level up with you. We can argue whether that's, a good thing or a bad thing, but that's the way they do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it has 55 build points. And then what I have here is the different things on your ship and how it either adds or subtracts from that number. So, just going down for a second, your next thing down, the gray pulse, is the engine, which takes up 10 of your build points, but gives you basically 100 power points. So then going down from there, things are subtracting from either your build points or your power points, depending on what it is. Right? So the M6 is whatever the M6 is. I gotta look at the darn thing up here somewhere. It might be your shields. I think this might be what it is. I'm not sure. 1 second. Chirp. I try to go in order. Power core, thrusters. Oh, that's your thrusters. The M6 are your thrusters. So that's your maneuverability, right? They eat up half of your power points. And then you have some armor, which takes up some space. Your drift engine takes up 6 space points, build points. It uses up 75 power points, but you're only using it when you're in warp. It's your warp drive. So you're not using other things. You're not shooting. You're not maneuvering, so to speak, when you're in warp, right? You're just warping.
Most of the time, I would hope.
Yes. You have, I put budge sensors. It's supposed to be budget sensors, but that's -2. Your shields take up 3 and 10, and so forth. Then you have your laser, your weapons, your laser, your missile launcher, and you have some defenses, right? When you level up to level, and I have this on, well, I guess it doesn't matter. You can see it in Discord. I did plop it on the stream if you have to go back and look at it later. Either way. So you're going to get, when you level up, another 20 build points, which will give you 24 build points and actually 24 power points if I did all the math correctly. Right? So, and I guess I should double check to make sure the damn spreadsheet is covering the entire sum. Because I did some adding. Yeah, it's good. All right. So then you gotta go back and say you can either go through your shit that starts on page like flippin' dippin', like roughly 290. You're not going to change the. You're not going to change the whatchamacallit, the size of the ship or anything like that, right? So, I mean, you could theoretically change the core if you wanted to, right? But you would have to do some swapping, right? Assuming it's a level. I think some things have levels tied to it, so I have to check. But in general, either start thinking about swapping parts or you can put something else onto the ship as well, right? So,
Okay.
however you want to finagle that. Now, one thing that also isn't talked about here is your ship has basically four um, expansion bays, right? One of it, which is kind of holding a physical science lab. So you actually have a science lab on your ship.
Hmm.
But then you have
Nice.
you have three things that are basically cargo bays. But
And they can be made into other facilities, I guess.
Mhm.
what he said exactly right. So there's a section on 298 called expansion bays. You can like have escape pods. You can have a I don't know shuttle bay. You could have a medical bay. You could have other fun stuff, right? So you can take a look at some of that as well to see if it costs anything in power and or in build points. Some do, some don't. Like I'm just looking at it now. Like escape pods cost 2 power and 1 space, for example.
Okay.
There's a self-destruct system.
Mhm.
There's anti-personnel weapons. There's all kinds of funky stuff. As far as the weapons are concerned, I mean, basically you have a front, a sides, and a turret. You don't have back weapons, as I remember correct. A spot for back firing behind you, because that's where your frickin' engines are. So no guns there. But you could either put things to the side. You can put additional weapons to your front or whatever, and have them linked. Um, there are various things you can do. So I don't know if you all want to. I mean, you can think, discuss now, or just in general look around. I don't care, but I just wanted to make sure you understood, how this basically works. Because as we go forward, there'll be various opportunities to upgrade your ship, and you probably want to upgrade it. Because otherwise, they're going to assume
Mhm.
like you're going to be like if you end up fighting level 4 spaceships and your spaceship is still level 1, that would be bad.
Yeah, that would
Yep,
be
yep.
bad.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I mean, do you all have access to the PDF of the rules? So everyone has a copy of this.
Yeah.
So they could look at it if
Yeah.
they need to. Okay.
Yeah, I got one.
All right. Um, you know, it depends. I mean, you only fought one combat, but you can have. There's not the only thing stopping um, folks from shooting is the amount of guns on your ship, so to speak. So if
Mhm.
you wanted to mount more weapons, um, you could do that. And then, while you could only have, um, one captain, you could have, 3 or 4 people manning the guns, assuming you'll have a gun to man, is the point.
Mhm.
Okay.
So that can be
Makes sense.
good. Other stuff, I forget what else is allowed multiple. I have to go back to look at the combat. But as far as the build is concerned, obviously it's the weapons where the rubber meets the road a little bit. Um, Having better sensors or something like that could make a difference depending on. I don't know. I don't play this game any more than you guys do, right?
Mhm.
So it's hard for me to say what situations would come up. But I could see where that would help. If you want to be more maneuverable, you could do the thrusters. You could do all kinds of fun stuff. Extra
Okay.
armor, whatever works.
What does the power four do again? Sorry, I'm just trying to
It's
read
how
things.
much other stuff you can put on it.
Oh, okay. But it's how much energy we have.
Yes,
Hmm.
PCU is your power points, how much energy you have, and BP is build points. So you will get 20 additional build points at some point.
Okay, so right now we have an extra so because we're level 2, we have 4 plus the extra 20 build points, and we still also have 24 power points laying around from the initial build.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
that is correct.
Okay.
That is correct. And I mean, I presume today build into the story why you're, the why you're getting your ship upgraded, but it will probably happen today. So we're going a bit out of order. But since we're all new, I figured this was a good time to do it anyway.
Yeah, I presume we can get help from the
people.
because their base is out of a junk shop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in so many words, right? So as long as what you're getting is relatively reasonable, it's fine.
As long as we're not trying to get something luxury class, we can
Yeah.
probably scrounge it up.
You're not getting any Death Stars on your spaceship or something like
What? We can't get the gravity cannon.
that.
I like gravity cannons though.
They're
I'm afraid to
practically
ask how
apparently-
big the gravity cannon is.
They
Oh, it's a
look
capital
cool.
weapon, apparently. I was perusing the list and I went, a gravity cannon. That sounds big.
Yes. No wave motion gun either. That's the word I'm looking for. Wave motion gun.
And I was really looking forward to that.
Sorry about that. So I don't see any. Only restriction is really the size, right? So
Yeah.
Well, medium, so we need to use medium thrusters and stuff.
yes, you're a medium. That's why you are an M6, right?
Yeah.
So wherever that was at on the darn thing, I'm scrolling up.
M6, okay.
M6 thrusters.
I
It's the
see.
beginning of 297, the very first line. That is what you have. It doesn't say it on the description, but you're a medium ship, and those numbers match, the maneuvering capability that you have.
Okay.
So like an upgrade to your thrusters,
Would make us move faster, but would give us it would get rid of that +1 bonus to piloting on it.
this is true. This is true. You would move faster, but lose the bonus. And it would eat up an additional, 10 power points, right? Net.
Yeah,
As-
it would
yeah.
take up an additional 10 power points and an additional 1 build point.
Yeah, but you probably have plenty of those.
Yeah.
What other stuff is there? There is armor. What kind of armor do we have? We have Mark III.
Mm-hmm. So it said for the armor, and I had to double check this, but it said something like 3 times the size category. So I took that as you are the 3rd biggest size.
Yeah, so it would be
So
our current one is worth 9.
Yep.
And the next one up would be worth 15. So it would cost an additional 6 to get slightly better armor.
Mm-hmm.
What is our computer right now?
You're just a
We have
basic computer.
Basic computer.
You have nothing sexy.
Oh, well, that
Yeah.
won't do.
I mean, I was trying to see what a better computer would do for us, and I couldn't really.
It gives me bonuses.
Oh man, just what
Well-
I wanted. Bonuses for you.
Well, in the end, you can read about you can read about computers in the computer section or whatever you want to do, right? But a computer is a computer, right? So what it does for your ship is one thing, but it gives you access to that computer. So like the computer you have on your ship right now is something on that lines of a glorified data pad, right? Maybe it's a little bit better than that. I mean, I can't say, but it doesn't do cool shit. How's that?
I mean, that just won't do for me.
Right.
Mhm.
I mean, how am I supposed to have 6 streams?
There you go. There you
I
go.
How am I
know,
supposed to
right?
render my
There you
videos?
go. Um,
So it
Ah.
says here, boop, doop, 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 what's the bonuses? Because it has multiple bonuses. Let me just read this for a second. Right, it has a rudimentary artificial personality, and while they can't perform the full duties of crew member, they can assist crew members in various tasks. A basic is equal to half the starship's medium spaceship tier. So it would still be the equivalent of a tier 1 computer on page 137.
I think the spiel is one of the actions in Starship Combat. I don't know which action allows you to give other people a bonus, and uh, the thing under bonus gives you extra points to that.
Mhm. How many
To
nodes you have tells you how many bonuses you're allowed to give.
yeah,
Yeah, so basically, if you look at what I'm reading here, that one paragraph, it's basically saying your computer can be multi-threaded in a sense.
Mhm.
So if you buy the MK mono node, right,
Mhm.
that can give one person a +1 bonus that round. Whereas if you go with the Tetra node, it can give 4 people a +1 bonus per round.
Oh, so it just gives you the bonus. There's no like action associated to give the people a bonus.
Well, the computer's taking the
The
action.
computer is taking the action. Gotcha.
So, like,
It's
someone
helping
is.
you.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it is a tier 1 computer, right? When your ship gets to be the next level, then it would be, is it rounded up? I think it's rounded down. Is equal tier equal to half this half? No, when you get to level 4, it would be a tier 2 computer. Right. There's a whole
Okay.
section about computers and roughly what each tier does and so forth. So it doesn't look like you're really upgrading the tier of the computer so much as you're upgrading how much bonus you can get in combat.
Okay. So are we limited in which ones can we only take Mark ones right now because
We're on a planet in the middle of nowhere.
well yeah that too, but like can we only take Mark ones because we have a Mark one because we have a tier one computer right now? Like do we need to get to a tier two computer to take Mark two computer types?
Great question.
You know, I don't see that listed anywhere, but it would seem. I mean, I guess to a certain extent, I'll look that up just to double check if there's any restriction to level. I'm going to guess that but because like for at first my first instinct would be yes, but then again you
But
have
then
Mark III
probably
armor,
not because of the
right?
yeah, probably not because of the trade-offs that like if you want to spend extra to get say a Mark II mono node, yeah, you have a better bonus, but you're not getting a multiple people on the bonus.
Right. Yeah.
And you're using more uh more
Power.
build points and power points.
Right.
And that's where the trade-off is.
So
And
I'll
there's not a particular restriction
tentatively
other
say
than
I'll just allow it. Right. They got an old one sitting around that they can plug in for you, but just keep in mind it does what it does. Right. If you blow all your, I mean, you could blow all your money on weapons too if it really makes you happy. Right. I mean, depending on how you want to finagle it, what's more important to you to get the bonuses or the weapons or something else, right?
That is true. Wait, did
yeah.
we say we were gonna upgrade our power core or whatever it's called?
I don't think we don't need to upgrade our power core because we already have 24 power points that we haven't used yet.
That is true.
I think that we should focus on we need a better computer. We should probably put an extra weapon on the ship so we don't have so like if two people are using the weapons, one of them doesn't have to be on the one that only shoots forwards.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Um, so a computer, a weapon, and maybe one of the expansion bay
Oh, I was thinking we
functions.
should probably get more armor. I feel like not dying in the vacuum of
Is
space
there
would
a
be
is there a
good.
weapon with a wider firing arc?
Oh, that could be good.
I'd have to look. Oh, you'd
Yeah,
have to look because I don't know off the top of my head.
we will have to look.
Normally the weapons are within your firing arc, right? Now you do have currently, right,
Oh, there's the gyro lasers.
the yeah, you'd have to read them all, right? But the high explosive missile launcher is, on the turret, right?
Hmm.
So if you wanted to try something else there so you could fire on all arcs, you can. The missiles are cool. You only have 5 of them, right? So if it makes more sense to put them somewhere else or however you want to finagle it, you could.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, the gyro laser can fire in a broad arc, but it takes a to hit penalty, an accuracy penalty. There we go.
Yeah.
Mic off. Mic on.
And there's probably a section here that lists all the weapons.
Oh yeah, I'm
Um,
on it right now.
okay, never mind.
I found the gyro laser.
Cool.
Oh, that's only a light weapon, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe laser cannon or particle beam, but they are costly. I mean,
Mm-hmm. Uh,
So yeah, I'll let you guys.
And-
We could talk about for like 5 more minutes, then we'll get started, right? Because that means we've already blown the half an hour, and Ray should be here shortly.
yeah,
So
got it.
I'm really just killing
And
time.
regarding the tracking weapons, could they be stationary, like in the back? So they already track the enemy, right? So they could be shot like.
I don't think this ship has
weapon mount.
a back mount, right? Like if you look, your ship statistics actually on the main thing is on page 311, which is basically
Got
the
it.
same thing you have there before, right? But if you look, it says, what does it say? It said it on the other one. Let's see, boop, 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 shields, that turret. Well, it doesn't say on this one, but like on the other one, like the one that's if you scroll up slightly on Discord, right? Maybe on this lion. Huh. Well, I thought I read somewhere, but maybe I'm wrong.
It doesn't seem to be a triangle. There is an aft shield.
Yeah, there is an aft shield, and there probably is aft weapon. So I guess you could put something on the back. We'll say, if you really wanted to. Let's see.
What 2 weapons do we have right now?
You
We
have
a
the
light laser and a heavy missile launcher.
Okay. And the missile launcher only can be launched 5 times per combat, right?
correct.
Okay. Um,
That's why I was thinking putting the missiles on the back. So if somebody kind of like surprises us, we can maneuver the kind of to the side and kind of put the back of the ship towards the enemy and then launch the tracking missiles. They can sort of do the trick, right? They track the enemy and shut it down, and that liberates the turret. That could be a great idea. I don't know who mentioned that, but liberating the turret in order for us to be able to like shut to the sides, if you will. Maybe not super maneuverable at this point at our level, but at least gives us some leeway, some chance to not need to point the ship towards the enemy to fire the static lasers in front. Though Mura is fine with managing that, but the turret is a good idea to like at least have some weapon that could like, yeah, surprise motherfucker, we're shooting from the side, and that kind of like, oh, they're shooting at us, right?
Hmm.
Hmm. I'm noticing that there is a light torpedo launcher, which is a tracking weapon that does not have limited fire. Um,
Oh, that sounds good.
so that could be interesting.
Could
Um,
could we add another turret though?
oh yeah, that light laser cannon that's the shittiest weapon on here. It's the cost of two.
I mean,
Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop.
our ship came with it, so don't criticize my
Yeah,
gun too much.
not complaining that we have it. It's just that
Exactly.
we could do better.
Yes, yes. We need to upgrade that one.
Yes. And it's okay to still have it. It's just that we can put something else on it on the
Mm-hmm.
ships that we can do more things.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Class weapon.
So keeping in
Basic
mind that
frame.
that's kind of like static, right? The one in the front is kind of like, yeah, we need to point the ship towards the thing and then we shoot. That's okay. But yeah, maybe a little
Okay,
upgrade on
okay,
that.
okay. Here we go. So on page, so we're all learning together. On page 295, right? So the
Mhm.
type of ship that you have is an explorer. So it starts at the very bottom of 295 and scrolls back up to the right hand side of 295. So on that, it says that the mounts you have is one, a light to the forward arc, a light weapon to the port arc, a light weapon to the starboard arc, and a turret one light. So I presume all the weapons that can go on your ship are light weapons. And now I'm just
But we
double.
could have up to 4, which is good.
Yes.
Okay.
So the weapons. So you can't. So that means A, you can't put one on the back on this ship. I assume it's just too small to fit there, right? And
Okay.
and B, they have to be. I take it a light weapon.
Okay. So we currently have the laser cannon on the forward and the missile launcher on the turret.
Mm-hmm.
Which
We could populate the both the arc and starboard, the port and starboard arcs, so that way we can have multiple points of shooting.
Hmm.
okay.
Where does it say the weapon is light? Oh, it's in the wording, I guess.
Oh no, there's like
Port
different
arc online.
sections. Oh,
I don't know. I guess I got to read the weapon to actually see whether it's a light weapon or not.
Hmm.
Because like it doesn't say that the high and explosive missile launcher on the grid is light or not light, right? So I
Gotcha.
presume if I go here, let's see how much of a pain in the ass this whole thing is. If I copy and paste and search the doc for this.
I mean, also take into consideration our ship isn't meant to be like this super duper combat ship
Oh wait,
in
Dad.
itself.
In
It's
in
an
the
explorer vessel.
Yeah.
in the table, there's a section of the table that is light weapons and a section that is heavy weapons. Heavy weapons continue.
Oh,
to
gotcha. Capital weapons, heavy weapons. Got it, got it, got it, got it, got it. Okay, I'm with you. So yeah, you have to pick from the light weapons section on the top of page 302. The heavies and the other ones don't fit. So yes, you can get
Got
a
it.
better light laser than what you have now. Okay.
Yep. Maybe just get some other. I mean, some more lasers, light laser cannons. I mean,
Mic
they are
off.
short range, but port and
Mic on.
starboard might be a good idea to have more weapons. So if ship flanks us again, we don't need to maneuver that much. to point the front cannon, right? So we just maneuver so port or starboard is facing enemy, and then we shoot. The mechanic to me, the important thing would be like if, like for example, Mura would be interested in if he's or if
Hmm.
I am shooting the laser cannons, do I need to man the port and starboard units at the moment, or could we have it like centralized, like
I think
on
it
the
mentioned
cabin?
something about linking weapons.
Exactly. Yeah. If we could
I
link
just
them,
don't know how
that'd be a
it's
boon.
said. Oh no, there's something
I
in there
think they
that
have to be
mentions
linked
linking
to the
systems.
same. They have to
I
be.
gathered. Yeah.
I think they have to be linked to the same arc, right? So if you said I want to get another, light laser cannon, and I fire them together as one, right? So that
Oh, good.
you could do it that way, right? But
Mm.
I don't think you can. I have to read the rule on that, but it seemed to me that's what it was saying. That was on somewhere in the weapons section
Yeah, because
when I
I
was.
want to understand ship combat. How does that happen here? And
Yeah.
if Mura would need to be like jumping from station to station, I mean, he probably try and do that, but he'll man the best position, quote unquote, or the more reliable position. If we always want to like spring our attacks from the starboard, he'll man the starboard. But okay, something happened. We need to maneuver. Then Mura will like, okay, we need to go to the front cannon. Then he'll jump from that station, run towards the front of the ship, and try to man that position, shoot, and maybe then okay, our enemy outmaneuvered us. He's on the other side now, and then
Yeah.
Mura goes running
At
around
Yeah,
the
the
ship.
at the
it mentioned
beginning
that
of each round of
unfortunately.
combat, you have to declare what you're doing that round, right? So
Yeah.
you can say, "Oh, well, this time I'm the captain," or "This time I'm manning the starboard cannon," or whatever it might be,
Right.
right? Right. But if
Yeah,
it
because
turns
there's
out
this
in the
dynamic change. Yeah.
if it turns out that if Paul is piloting, right, and the other dude out pilots him, and it turns out the ship is on your port instead of your starboard, and you're manning the starboard gun, well, then it's
Exactly.
just SOL for that turn for that particular player.
Yeah.
Right.
So
But yeah, because I'm thinking on, for example, in Star Wars is very much like in Second World War where you do need to do the things, but like in Star Trek, there's this I'm in engineering, but I can reroute the energy towards the aft torpedoes or the starboard thing and shoot from that. But I physically don't move. I just like switch my station to man
Mm-hmm.
the other thing to the other side. But yeah, we I think that's once we get to that point, we will do our best, and yeah, we take it from there. It's like learning how to swing the sword, and I thought it was this way, but no, I'm fighting with sword and shield, so the technique changes a little bit.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you look on page 301, there's a highlighted section there on the right hand side which says if you install two of the same direct fire weapon in the same firing arc, you can link them together so they fire as one. And
Yeah,
then
that's understandable. Yeah,
yeah.
completely got that. Yeah.
Yep. And it says it costs a certain amount of build points and yada yada yada.
Yep.
With
Yeah, I
this
understood
broad
that.
arc,
The thing for me to of linking, quote unquote, again in my brain was like, okay, if I'm manning the forward position, but I want to shoot the starboard position, I need to physically move. That was the question basically. Or could I have this like station that Mura doesn't move, but then he can shoot another weapon from the other side. So
Yeah, it
okay,
doesn't work that way.
we will
And
learn.
yeah,
Yeah, I know. We
maybe
will learn ship combat when yeah.
the downside is by the time we learn ship combat, then you know they'll have Starfinder version 2 out, which is coming out pretty soon ish. And maybe they'll
Well,
change it. Who the hell knows? But I know they are coming out with a you want to call it V2 or whatever in the next little bit 6 months. I
yeah.
don't know. Some date was announced.
Okay, it's good. We could learn this one and stick to it.
Yeah,
We
no,
could
I'm not
switch
going to switch it,
system
but
if
I
it's
hope we're
better.
done this by
Yeah.
then. To be quite honest, but I'm just saying it's they announced it. I just googled full play test in summer of next year, and whenever they decide to release it after that, who knows?
God.
So maybe about a year from now, give or take, they'll have play testing for it. So figure realistically 2025. By the time it's
That's
done. Okay. All right. So do you guys know what you want, or you just want to keep thinking about it after this, or what? Because if you figure it out in the next little bit, then over the next week, I can change the stats on your ship to be appropriate, right? So my only ask is please don't spring it on me like 2 hours before the next session.
Yeah.
Got it.
I already have some ideas. We probably want to get the next armor up, and we probably want to get some sort of computer, and then the rest will go into weapons. Probably sounds like
Agreed.
what we've been
Sounds good.
discussing. So I just wanted to add. I'm just trying to figure what some of these weapons do.
Broad arc lets
Um,
you fire in adjacent arcs, but at a penalty.
Right.
Okay.
I mean if you trust, your pilot's skill to keep the damn ship in front of you, you can double up your weapons there and make them twice as effective, right? Whereas if you spread your guns over the ship, unless Paul's pilot is
So wait,
really
do
feeling
we
his
have
oats.
do we have the ability to put two weapons in the same weapon slot?
You
Instead of
can,
firing?
yeah, that's what we're saying earlier. You can put two weapons in the same weapon slot and link them to be, in a sense, one weapon.
No,
Hmm.
that's if they're on the same side of the. If they're in the same firing arc, not if they're in the same slot. So you'd have to have multiple slots on the same side of the ship.
Well, that's a good.
Yep, that too.
Oh, maybe you're right. I
And
didn't read it that
that is
way.
why. Yeah, this is why our ship only has like 4 weapon spots, but it's okay. We again, as I said, we learn ship combat and the techniques and the best way. And maybe along the way we upgrade our ship and have a
Yeah.
better combat vessel.
Yep. Oh, now you got me thinking. Where the hell's all the ships? Here it is.
10
Uh,
and
right. I mean, you have to get to like. Oh, the turret can have 2 light. Yeah, I get it. All right. Yep. All right. Agreed. All right. So on your ship, you're right. You only have 1 spot for a weapon, so you can't double up weapons in the same slot, right? Because your ship isn't big enough. All right. Good catch. So yeah, you would have to either put them on the sides of the ship, or you ditch a gun and get a better gun. Fair enough.
10,
Okay.
5, and 5. And that would be 9, 4, 7.
Let's say 5 minutes. 5 minutes to either get a drink or discuss weapons more among the bunch of you, and we start with or without Ray in 5 minutes.
Okay, I think that we have enough stuff to get Mark IV armor, the first Tetranode computer, and then a light torpedo launcher, and then another light laser cannon if we want those 4 things.
Why don't you put it in chat, and then I can do the math later.
Let me format that in chat and see what people's
Mic
thoughts
off.
are on that. So,
If we've got the room for it, we can afford it, then
Oh, page 318, that has the firing arcs. If you want to like visualize what does the starboard, port, aft, and forward arc means, and how the shooting and stunts go about it. There's the flip on board, the flyby, the slide, the beach. So there's a
Mic
couple of
on.
maneuvers or stunts and the firing arcs. So whatever is in the port or starboard, and that's why I was thinking, do
Yep.
we want torpedoes or just more lasers to kind of like have 3 points, front, port, starboard, and in the aft we leave the turret missiles there, and so yeah, basically we could shoot them and they track whatever is in whatever.
So if Paul is really making his rolls and the other guy is not, like if he can maneuver to some of those hexes that are shaded, then you can hit with, this a side arc and a forward arc simultaneously.
What? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it does.
You've all
Look on
against two
page
different targets, right?
318 at the bottom.
That what that means is that if the enemy ship is at one of those hexes and you are like manning the port arc, you could reach those, but
Yep.
not the ones that are not in there.
Right.
And so again, thinking on Mura, if he's in the forward laser cannon, it's a narrower firing position, if you will. So if we have some of the lasers on the port or starboard, whatever, and
Do we
that
have
gives
enough
Mura like a wider
people?
range to shoot.
Do we have enough people to man all those weapons?
No.
You
We
have
basically have
5, sure.
But I mean, this is when Mura goes to Skulk and really talk about how the Skulk wants to pilot and man the ship, because Mura is relying on Skulk to like maneuver the ship. So Mura needs to know what Skulk wants to do, so he can contribute on. Okay, if you put the starboard side to the enemy, I can shoot him. Okay, no, I want to use the forward arc to shoot. Okay, I will man the forward arc. But Mura will react to whatever Skulk needs or tries to do. So if Skulk is good using the port arc, like I'm always gonna show my left side of the ship to the enemy, right? Whatever happens, I'm gonna maneuver the port arc towards them. Okay, so
Right.
Mura will man the port arc and try to shoot them down.
Yeah. Until your shields and your armor gets beat to shit, then everybody run to the other side.
For example. or for as the scenario I was thinking in my mind, the enemy outmaneuvers us, notices we're shooting from the port arc, tries to go to our quote unquote blind side on starboard. So first, Skulk needs to either turn, or if they outmaneuver us and get to starboard, Mura runs to starboard. We'll lose a turn, but then Mura will try and run towards the and try to man the other station. But we would need weapons there too. So that's when we want torpedoes and we want something. And okay, so what are we stationing in which side? So Mura knows. Okay, torpedoes are gonna be on starboard. So if enemy outmaneuvers and goes to starboard, he gets torpedoed, but that's not Mura's like station, right? So somebody else
Right.
shoots the torpedoes.
Yep, I'm with you. But basically, Paul, because you're dealing with a hex grid, right? If you draw lines from your ship, then like every other hex is actually it borders on 2 arcs, right? Because it goes right down the middle of the hex. So
Right.
theoretically, if you get that good of a spin between what they're doing and what you're doing, you could have both one of your side arcs and your forward arc both be able to target.
Yeah, because
Right, right on the line.
Yep,
Yeah.
right on the line. Yep.
because right now we have one on our forward and one on our turret, which can go in any direction. So by buying 2 more weapons, we can put one on one side and one on the other side.
Mhm.
So that way we have one better weapon, but also one if we need to shoot off the other side.
Yeah.
For maneuvering reasons.
And if you want to do something crazy,
Mhm.
like put the torpedo launcher in the front and put the 2 light lasers on the side, I mean,
Yep. I was thinking that.
you could theoretically do that, right? So, because the light lasers, I guess, I assume they're like the other ones where they they got a track, and they probably do more damage than the lasers themselves, right? Right.
Right.
The light torpedo launchers do 2d8 versus your light cannons, which do 2d4. Right. So,
Mm-hmm.
is there a limit to the? There's not. There's no limit to the torpedoes. Interesting. I'll read that later.
Because that particular one, it does less damage than other tracking weapons, but it has unlimited ammo. Because the light
Yes.
torpedo launcher is 2d8 versus our missile launcher, which is 4d8.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because it's a light weapon as opposed to a missile launcher.
Oh yay! And we have Ray. Hey Ray.
Yep, I exist now.
Hey, good timing. We just blew an hour
Hey.
talking about torpedoes and lasers and all kinds of stuff.
Nice.
We were talking about ship builds the whole time.
I mean, I'm also in favor of the light torpedo launcher because limiting our firing range might bite us. Again, not that much damage, but it's a constant. And not needing to limit or not having a limitation on fire, that's really good. So
what we're going with the really big missiles on the front, the 2 light lasers on the side, the torpedoes on the top. I think that's what we said.
Wait, sorry, can you repeat that real quick?
Putting the really big guns on the front of the ship, the tiny guns on the sides, and the infinite tracking one on top, so it can shoot in any direction.
Oh, so you want to move the? Go ahead.
Say I would personally say to keep the limited
Mm-hmm.
tracking one on the turret,
Mm-hmm.
you can fire in any direction, because we want to get the most use out of that one, because it we want
it
to
does
get
the most damage also. So I'm in
Yeah.
there with you.
we want to
Yeah.
we get 5 shots with it, so we want to be able to do whatever the heck we want with our 5 shots.
Yeah, the light
that works.
torpedoes, which are unlimited on front, and both light lasers to the sides, right?
That
Yeah.
sounds like a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, cool.
Agreed.
And Ray, if you want to rewatch the stream, the first hour, you can get really bored watching a whole bunch of people talk about, basically what I used to do when I was doing Car Wars builds like 40 years ago. All right. Let's do some stuff. So you guys were, if I can get the right stupid map, please. I should unpause it too. Sorry about that.
Not problem.
So, yeah, you are here. So, you have killed everything. You are, I can re-describe the room you're in once I find the description of the room you're in. So, so I'm talking about the circular chamber, which is to your east, which right now only Kiki is in, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, the circular chamber is dim with only a few spotlights, illuminating computer equipment that rings this room on wide sweeping panels of metal and plastic. The illuminated screens of the computer system include a station that is clearly designed for weapons control, delicate racks hanging from the ceiling contains communication equipment. There is a projector in the center of the room hanging from the ceiling, which is displaying holographic images of the planet. There is and the door in the western wall is labeled with green letters, as is the door on the eastern hall. I believe what I told you about this room is the command center clearly operates the heavy laser cannons that are mounted on the roof. You also found the controls for the planetary suppression signal system, jamming system, which, if I remember correctly, you guys decided to disable.
Hmm.
Let's see. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-doo. Um, and you can see, I guess, on the holographic display that there is, basically a dot where you guys are. Say the whole planet, say, is blue colored, and then there's a dot where you guys are in the town. Say, pick a color. We'll say green, or make it more menacing. We'll say red. And then there's another red dot. Some 12 miles to the northwest, and then you see like a time lapse, like someone's like made plans, and you see like where maybe a couple ships appear, and they drop troops, and then more of the planet becomes red, and eventually they take over the planet per se. um um you also see that there is a
Wait, what about taking over the planet? I did.
They have
Sorry.
plans to
Yeah.
take over the planet.
they have plans to take over the
Okay.
planet. So you gather for
Oh,
right now
Okay, got it.
there's
I was going to ask if that plan was actually the real time we were experiencing that.
no,
It's
no, no,
like
no, no, no.
a
It's not.
plan, just
It's not real
got it.
time. Yep. So your assumption based on that is there are only troops here and over at the site that's some 12 miles away. Oh darn! I try to remember if they hit the alarm or not. I don't think they did.
I don't recall them.
I
Doing
think
such a
no, you
thing.
killed one. Like I think it was Mira who the guy was reaching for the alarm and he killed him just in
I
time.
was going to say, I think I recall stopping him.
Yep,
Correct, yeah.
yes you did. Yes you did. I knew there was something about that. So there
Uh,
is no alarm. There is also like some sort of anti-personnel robot in this gun, you know, in the like not one you can take off and arm yourself, but like a defense mechanism for the room. But that was never turned on, so it's just kind of hanging there. But it is there. I think that's it. I think that's where we are.
Yeah, and I think we turned off
The jamming
the
signal.
jamming
Yeah.
equipment before we left.
Yep. Agreed.
Hmm.
So there is a door to the east, which, since you're from this side of the room, you can most definitely unlock. So I will unlock it. And yeah, questions, thoughts, comments. What do you want to do?
I really
Well,
wish I could read their language. That would help a lot.
Mic
we want
off.
to get the
Mic on.
prisoners out, right?
Yeah, that'd be a good start.
And also maybe let's not let's like there's dead bodies everywhere. Can we put them in the beds or something?
Why? So they don't look like dead bodies?
They're all resting.
I
They're just taking naps.
I guess so. I mean, like, yeah, they are obviously dead, but like, you're one of them. You come walking in and you go, oh, there's a dead body.
You're
And
one of them? Them
you-
who?
The military dudes, and then they start blasting us.
I guess hiding the bodies wouldn't be a terrible idea. But then they're gonna ask why everyone is sleeping in the middle of the day.
They can ask that question first, and then when they get their answer, they'll start shooting. But that will give us time.
I just think
Well,
we should.
there's nobody here, so
Yeah, we kind of killed everyone. Remember?
I doubt. I doubt that's all of them. There's just 4.
well, the other ones are at the crashed spaceship.
Mm-hmm.
All
The
of them?
thing
I
they
thought
chased
some of
us.
them were dealing with like the monkeys and stuff. Or is this
No, they
all
all
they
came
had?
back already. The
If you
monkeys
say
were a
so.
pretty bad distraction.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
All right then. So then, how about this door over here?
What
How about
it?
that door?
Is it a locked door? Oh,
Not anymore because you're from this side of the door, so you guys can open it from inside, no problem.
good point.
Man, that sure is a bunch of mattresses, I guess.
Oh, there's a door to the south of here.
Oh, that's good. Those are a
So
bunch of mattresses.
so there is a what do we have going on here? Let me read this. So there is a this wide training room has several colorful, stylized posters on the wall. Well-used targets are mounted on the walls to the north and the east. Large, thin pads cover the floor to the eastern half of the room. Doors to the west and south are both marked with bright green lettering. A keypad and a video camera lens are embedded in the wall next to the western door. Um,
Wait, so there's keypads in the door?
just this one.
Oh,
And
for the at the console.
let me see something here. Okay, I get it. I'm gonna put this dude here. I'm gonna make that, and that. So, my bad. So, what was your question? I'm sorry. Oh, you're going to the council to do what? I'm sorry.
So there's like controls at the console for something.
No,
That
we're talking about the door that you came out of.
Oh, okay.
There is a camera and a keypad to get in, just like you hacked last week to get into this room.
Ah, okay. So noted.
Okay.
And the cameras can only be seen from this room, right?
Yes. As far as you can tell, yes.
As far as I can gather, yeah, obviously.
And there's another door to the south.
Yes. Is anybody coming with me?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. Help.
Plus
Thank
That
you.
door is a door.
I presume Skulch is
should we
coming
bring-
as well, right?
The door.
Oh, that's a
should we
dude.
bring all the other enemies also?
There is
What's
there
this,
there is a dude. So I'll just grab Paul in case he's having problems. Zoop. Okay. So here is what you see in the next room. You see a narrow hall running north and south, which is separated. There's a large prison cell with floor to ceiling translucent metal bars. Okay? There is no door to the cell, and the bars are only a few inches apart. Okay? The cell has several fold down benches, a simple toilet, and a water spigot over the drain. Oh, I guess technically he's supposed to be in here.
Yeah, I was about to ask, is he on the wrong side of the wall?
He's on this here. 1 second. Let me see the wall for a second. Boop. Okay, yeah. So I'll just do this. I'll make it easy. Yeah. I'll just put an invisible wall there, so you can't tell what I'm doing. But trust me, there is now an invisible wall there, so you can still see him, right?
Yes.
All right, cool. Okay. There and the air has a heavy charged feeling and smells of ozone. So you have like electricity that's kind of like running through these translucent bars. Inside the room, I only put one person, but there's actually 8. There's only one person that really counts. So there are 8 people crammed into this prison cell, which sitting on the floor pretty sadly. They are all colonists. There is a Las Hunta, right? And there is 6 humans and a Shirin. I'm still learning these races.
Yeah, that's what I am.
Okay. There you do not see your android friend among them. But the one Lasanta is the colony administrator. Madeline Keys. I'll put the name in chat. I'll put it in the Foundry chat for 2 seconds. Burp.
Madeline.
So they see you and just kind of look surprised. It is non army officers coming in, right? And I guess the walls here are pretty good. They didn't really hear the battle or anything like that. So the one administrator just kind of like, puts a finger to her mouth and then, points to the door to your east, right? Basically, I guess more or less letting you know that maybe there's somebody in the next room. They look fairly emaciated. They're not, they haven't really been fed too much food and water. They're alive, but they are what they are.
Okay, come over here. We're gonna get ready to ambush them. They're in the door. There's more of them. What? There's more of them. Come, okay. Lock the door. Is everyone in a good spot? Make sure you get in a good spot.
Fine, just to bust down this door.
Yeah, we're gonna bust down the door. I mean, how do you think we're gonna get them over there? We have to go to them.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to be able to hear you, Mark?
How are we going to get them to come over here? We have to go to them. We have to bust down the door. That's how.
I was just confirming that was the plan.
That's the plan.
All right.
Do you agree with the plan?
Yes.
Okay.
What? Anyone else?
Okay. Everyone ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna have Mr. Fixie bust down the door so we can bust in and surprise them.
Okay. So, as you do that, you see, one person that's kind of like busy at their desk, and, he barks out, actually in common, "What? Can't you see I'm busy?" As you all kind of spin initiative, and, I presume shit's going to go down, right?
I mean, he's dressed in an army uniform, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, shit's gonna go down.
It's going.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a nice initiative.
Yeah.
How do I add myself to
Yeah.
initiative again? Okay.
Everyone's been
already-
at it. I just grabbed
I
everybody.
took myself down as soon as I said that.
Fixie goes on my turn.
Like, oh, that's a nice initiative. Also rolls a 2.
Ooh. Also, I feel like I should mention that I don't know why I didn't think of just trying to talk. Well, I guess
Oh.
we didn't know it was one dude on the other side. If we knew it was one dude, I would have tried to talk him down at the very least.
Okay. So boop 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 boop. All right. So top of the order, right, is actually, the bad person, but they are surprised, so poo on them. So Kiki, you are up the bat first.
Get him, Fixie! God fucking damn it! I will shoot him, I guess.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. Cut! No, I won't.
Like I said.
Okay.
Alright, you guys go for it. Obviously, I do the plans and not the punches, I guess.
Scold, you're up
What?
next, but if you want to, hold your turn or something like that, you're more than welcome. Or if you want to run in and start blasting, go for it.
I'm gonna run in and start blasting.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna run to here and start blasting.
Fair enough. Go do your thing.
All right, I have to remember how to do that. No, that's not it. Don't I just double click on my icon to bring up my sheet? Oh, there it
It
is.
should work. Yes.
I was clicking and clicking and nothing was happening.
Interesting.
All right. So I'm going to shoot.
Okay. A 20. That certainly hits.
Okay. And I'm going to do this this trick attack. So
Okay.
if you can trick or startle a foe and then attack when she drops her guard, as a full action, you can move up to your speed, which I did. Whether or not you moved, you can then make an attack with a melee weapon or an operative special property, or any small arm. There we go.
Okay.
So what I have to do is I have to roll a skill check. So give me a second here, and I will roll a skill check.
That's fine. I'm just pulling up all the tactical rules on the book so I can get my brain around it again as needed.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I succeeded.
That looks very positive. Yes.
Yeah, okay. It's a DC of 20 plus my target CR. I don't know what the target CR is. It better not be 5.
It is not 5.
Okay, alright. So I'm going to do an additional D4 of damage.
Okay. Dang, there was something I wanted. Now I gotta find it. Well, that wasn't it. Oh, here we go. Let's do it this way. Boop. And... No?
Okay, so I do 7 piercing damage.
Nice!
Hey, nice.
Nice.
And you can never... Here we go.
And the target is flat-footed against my next attack.
Nice. I am just making sure I am reading what I'm reading.
Okay.
Yep. Got it. Got it. I will certainly say that, right. Except for Mixie, because this person is more or less behind a desk, they do have cover.
Okay.
But you're fine with a 20. You're cool. Boop a doop a doop a doop a doop. So next up the bat is Mura.
Righto. Okay, so Mura needs to move in order to get to the enemy.
Yep, yep.
Maybe enter the room there and move to this side. He'll have like a. Oh, in that would I have a clean shot towards the foe?
They're in cover because like it's a low cover, but because they are closer to the cover than you are, it's considered cover.
Right.
They're
It's
behind
like
the
a
desk.
Yeah.
So they're behind the desk.
It is.
Got
It is not cover to
Um,
Fixie.
Yeah, I know. It's like the desk they were in, right?
Yep, yep, yep.
Okay, maybe. Oh, so it was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Maybe there. And he'll try to shoot.
Sure, go for it.
Okay, 14 against kinetic.
14 against kinetic. Let me see where you're at. Yeah, because he's behind the desk, that is going to miss.
Got it. Okay, that's the turn.
All right. All right. Next up, Ruin, you're up.
All right. Click on that. Add one. I'll just start by weight.
Oh, duh, you silly person. Not you, me.
You are in that room. I will just do a normal. He's behind that desk.
Let's do this, and then we'll get it. So,
He's behind that desk. I need to measure my movement real fast.
yeah, he's behind the desk, and Mr. Fixie's in your way as well. So,
Oh, I'm sorry.
well, that's he can go where he has to go.
I can get to the other side of this desk, it seems.
Okay.
It seems I can get here, which is the other side of the desk.
If you want, sure.
And yeah, that's as far as I'm going to go right now. And I'll take a shot at him. Are we both next to the desk?
You'd have to be like one space closer. Just being right.
Okay.
Let's move one. You can if you have the movement
Yeah,
for
I
it. Just
can
go
be right
there.
here.
All right, then smack him.
Alright, now I can smack him. Alright. Perfect. Even better.
Nice.
Bonk him. That's a 15?
15 will hit.
Damage is 4 bludgeoning, 1 fire.
All right, for a total of 6.
No, for a total of 5.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said 4 and 1, not 5 and 1. My bad. Okay. Thank you.
1, 2, 3. Okay. So, do I really want to? I guess. 3, 4. No, that's in a wall. Yeah, 4. So that'd be 5, 6. So I can just hang out of the way of the door frame. And I guess shoot at him. And hopefully not shoot Fixie. Since I don't think anyone needs healing right now, right?
No one's.
not-
He's
been hit.
surprised,
The
so
enemy
no
has
one's
not
hurt.
had a turn.
Yeah, I figured. Never mind.
Never mind.
Well, never mind, but also never mind.
All right. Top of the order is the bad guy.
The enemy.
The enemy.
The enemy. The
The
enemy.
enemy.
The enemy is going to try to cast a spell on Mr. Fixie.
Oh.
Oh.
This either goes wonderfully or terribly.
Oh shit.
Come on.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, I won't. Boop a doop a doop a doo.
Please fail.
Why, is Mr. Fixie like spell weak or something?
No, but they're casting spells, so I'm guessing Technomancer.
Probably.
So, the person has like a some sort of laser gun or a regular looking gun, laser gun, right? It does an incantation, and the enemy tries to
The enemy.
touch Mr. Fixie with the gun, but missed horribly with a 6. So
That doesn't sound as intimidating as I thought.
well, when they miss, it never does feel intimidating. Kiki, you are up.
Yep, that's me. Mr. Fixie doesn't like that.
You don't
Mr.
say.
Fixie do the punch.
I just
No,
like
he
imagining like a hand coming out of the robot.
Oh yeah, so the robot, like, it has 4 legs, but then it also has like 2 hands that come out of it that can do the attacks.
No. I mean like a very human looking hand.
Oh.
Like not like a grabbing appendage like you would expect to find on a robot. Nah,
Just a
like
big
very
boxing
human
glove
looking
on a,
hand.
on a.
I shoot them
Yeah.
with 18 against energy.
Ooh. Sure. I'll say from where you're at, you can go a corner to the corner there, and Mr. Fixie maybe is not in the way. So I'll give you the cover, but not the soft cover, so you'll make it.
1.
Well, you know, it wasn't worth all that arguing for 1, but there you go. All right. Well, that's 1 less.
Yeah, that's all I do. Yeah.
Okay. Skulch. So you see like this like one enemy behind the desk with people like all around the desk, and then 3 people, all you guys around the desk trying to like shoot her as, you know, there's all this shit in the way. But you're up to bat.
I'm gonna try to shoot him.
Go for it. $20 against
Okay, and I'm
kinetic.
gonna try to do
That's gonna work.
Trick attack again.
Sure.
That one didn't work. So I'm just gonna do regular damage.
Okay, go for it. So you did 5.
5.
Okay. 5 it is. All right, next up the bat is Mura.
Okay. Same or some sort of same as before. Mura's just gonna move over here. Oh, I'm on the other thing. Why did I have the ruler? I don't remember. Pew Pew goes there, tries to do the stealthy thing. What's the ruling on the trick shot? 10?
The DC is 20 plus the CR of the creature.
Yeah.
So, no, not a thing. Not a trick. Okay. So plain shot. Not tricks, but 13 against
What
kinetic.
is it?
Say it again. I'm sorry.
Basically, if the trick goes up, I can do extra damage. That's it. That's the thing.
All right. So a miss.
Okay. That's we're trying. We're trying.
We're trying. We're trying. All good.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Ruin, you're up.
All right. Where did the tab go? There it is. All right. Now we're next to the guy. He's definitely getting hit a lot. Or not, actually. Correction.
Not a
Give me one
time
of those.
particularly, no.
Give me one of those points.
Go
What I
ahead.
can do is... I think the answer is to keep, Yeah, the solution is... I don't know, at this point, it's probably too far for talking. So,
I think if we went to interrogate, we should knock them out first.
okay, they are getting close, but not... They are getting close, but just in case, I'm gonna mark my attack as non-lethal.
Okay.
It does give me a -4 to the roll, but that's a 19 anyways.
So 19 anyway. Oh, sure. Even with the 19, because you're right on top of him. So sure.
Yeah, that's
Give me damage.
5 bludgeoning, 1 fire.
5 bludgeoning, 1 fire for a total of 6. Well, they're not knocked out, but they are kicking butt. He's almost butt kicked, that is.
Their butt is near.
Oh, nice. Sorry, Mom was just texting me. The Phillies got a no-hitter tonight, and Mr. Dave and Braden went tonight. Good game to see.
Nice.
All right, good job. He's low, so thank you. You're up.
I guess I'll just go for it.
All right, go for it.
You know, yeah.
Understood. Well, these soldiers seem to like to fight to the death, so they're going to do that.
She's gonna cast a
Um,
fireball on
While you
itself.
guys do that.
It's not that kind of game. Oh, which one do I want to do? Let's see. I guess. Sure, let's try it this way. They are going to cast. Let's see. You know, really, it's Ruin who's really being a pain in the butt here. So let's take a full action to cast that golden oldie magic missile.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Yep. And then we'll do boop. And then we'll do. Hold on one second. Let me see what I'm seeing popping up on me here. Oh, I see. let's try it this way. Boop, boop. And... got it. So 3 missiles strike Ruin for a total of 9 damage.
Magic missile is only 2 missiles, and
Unless you do a full action for it, then you get 3.
okay.
Darn. So I'm taking total what?
9.
Oh, that. It's done.
Kiki, you're up.
Youch. Fixie, do something. Okay, so with the -4, that's 17.
No, you don't get a -4 because you're even with the desk. You're good.
For non-lethal.
Oh, the non-lethal. Got it. Sure, you hit
6.
6. Really, really close.
Oh, that wasn't good enough?
That was not good enough.
Oh, damn. Shoot. Yeah, shoot. No.
Okay.
Ouch.
Skulch, you're up.
Well, since we're going to non-lethal combat, I'm just gonna stay here and guard the door.
Okay.
Make sure that door doesn't do anything.
Fair enough. Those doors can be dangerous. Yura?
Okay, let's try this once more. We need to do some tricks. But still can't. So, shooting straight. Let's see. Let's see if we can shoot. 13 again.
13 kinetic? Are you doing non-lethal or anything like that? It doesn't matter. It misses
Nope.
anyway.
Yep.
Missed by 1.
Yep.
Ruin?
Try.
Everyone's trying.
Oh.
Mura does not believe in prisoners.
Mm-hmm. I will.
But we can ask them questions.
What is this about not believing in
Back.
prisoners?
Look at this person. They look important. They know things.
Oh, agree, but
And we don't know things, and we need to know.
Back. Non-lethal. 11.
Oh,
11 is with a -4.
yeah, 11's not going to hit anything.
Darn it. That's. I mean, unless I have something else I can do with my movement, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, if you move, it's probably an opportunity attack, so.
Yeah, unless I move like 5.
Right. Thank you. Never mind.
I think I've gotten a 6 the past 3 turns.
I don't know what to
I think
say.
I've gotten a 6 all 3 turns. To be fair, these 6s are better than the first one.
Alright. I'm going to try another magic missile. We got to get this guy off of me. Alright, Ruin, here we go.
Here we go.
How about 13 damage with 3 magic missiles?
Ow, that really hurt.
Oh, still standing though.
Still standing, yeah.
Kiki, what do you got?
Wait, did they hit? Who'd they hit?
They magic missile Ruin for another 13 damage.
Again? Wow. Okay.
Wait, is someone hurt?
Yep.
Yes, Ruin's hurt.
Yeah.
No, how much?
Okay, they're
A bit,
down.
but also
Okay. They are down. And Mark knocked him out, but you could do whatever you wanted to do there. Thank you.
I mean, I was gonna heal him, but never mind.
You can
Okay.
still heal.
There's no point.
Yes, there is.
Well, if you
Are we
can
gonna
heal
fight more
HP, there's a
people?
point.
I do not heal HP.
Then probably not. Then we'll probably have
Yeah.
at least 10 minutes.
Remember
It-
that
it
part
doesn't-
where I said there was no point?
It doesn't hurt to give them back part of their stuff, and it's not a limited resource you're using. Just do it.
Yes, but there's no point. He'll have them back in 10 minutes anyway. Unless
Not
someone
all
just
of
sneaks-
it. You get a portion of your stamina back.
I thought you got all your stamina back if you spent a resolve point during a 10-minute rest.
I don't think it's all of it.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, I think it's right.
Yeah, on a 10-minute rest, you may spend one resolve point to recover all stamina.
Yep.
Ah, okay.
So if we go 10 minutes without doing anything too ridiculous, I'm
Like
fine.
interrogating someone, perhaps.
Exactly.
Mic
Okay,
off.
where's the-
Mic on.
How do you open this? Do you do it from the central console, or do you have to do something from this room?
Is that what you're trying to do first? So there is a desk computer, a computer on the desk, and it is on and it is logged in.
I'm asking this, or I guess the people in here, if this person
Oh.
is unconscious.
They're like
Uh,
they always go into that room you were just in to unlock it. I've never seen them unlock it. And you see there's like
Okay.
there's no keyhole or anything like that, right? It's just bars.
Okay, going in here, hacking, engineering or computers, doesn't matter. But which one do you need?
Give me a computer check.
Computers, 24.
Okay, they're open. Shoop.
Beep boop. Okay, all of you get in the storage room.
Oh, you're shuttling out the captives?
Yeah, no, you guys go in get out of the cell, get in the storage room.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Go now.
All right, they're going. Zoop.
Okay, Fixie, throw her in the cell.
Oh, okay. You're throwing the unconscious person in the cell. Got it.
Understandable.
You got it. All right, she's in there.
And press the button. Beep boop boop. Lock it
All right.
back up.
They are in.
Yay.
All right. Geeky Key feels like they
Nice.
accomplished something.
Indeed.
Okay. Hey, Skulch, did you ever learn these guys' language?
No.
Do you plan to?
I still know no languages.
Do you plan to
Cannot
learn a
speak
language?
language. Not even common.
I would say he's
I
signing,
mean, Mira
but
has telepathy, but what's the languages?
Well, that doesn't mean you can read the language, though.
yeah, the language is their native language, which is Azante.
Oh, I
Well,
don't have a son.
this
Ask
person speaks
Castabilian,
common,
Sheeran.
so we're okay.
Yeah, but the computer is not in common. So
Oh, the computer is not in common.
yes.
But didn't he just hack the computer or whatever?
Well, he hacked it. That doesn't mean he needs to know the language, right? He's going into the machine language and just kind of beating it up. How's that?
He's beaten.
I'm
them.
pretty
that.
sure it's easy enough to press the open the thing button
But how do you know which one that is if you don't know what the word open means?
with my brain.
You have technomancy? That's pretty sick.
No, I don't have technomancy. I have a brain.
But you said you opened it with your brain.
With critical thinking,
Shit, man. Critical thinking? Never heard of it.
obviously.
I'm going to say, for the purposes of this, that because you've cleared this out, you have some time. We'll say the administrator, someone speaks, these guys' language, or they've learned it enough to translate it over the time that these guys have been here. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
awesome.
So the computer is logged on to this person's account, so you can just access stuff.
Yo.
Right.
Wow, that was
Right.
stupid of them.
You know, which is one of the
Never
first things
Logged
they
out
teach
before we
you.
killed them.
Yeah,
That's
she
right.
was using it when we attacked.
That's right. Well, she didn't hit.
Logged out before you got attacked.
That's right. She didn't
Yeah.
hit Alt Control Delete and lock the computer or whatever. Right.
Definitely.
Windows L.
So the
I'm in
identity
Windows
of the
L.
person logged in is the Master of Arms. I'll put a name in there. It's like Olarja. I'll just put it in here for you. Oop, fudge. Copy and paste. It did not paste. Come on, you. Nope, I don't want the whole thing. Copy. Oh, you suck. I'll type it because it doesn't want to copy paste. OL. What the? Do I really care to see that? Sorry, my computer is doing some really. I do not want to sign into Cortana.
Are you sure though?
I am really sure. That is who that is. So they are a member of the Imperial Fleet working. Thank you. Sorry, I'm getting water ice while I'm doing this now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you. Working on a temporary basis for Lieutenant Sharu, Sharu. ARU. So that's who they are working for. So they have come to this planet because of a crashed probe relayed the location of an ancient Aeon stone technology. A Aslanti named Zolan ordered her vessel. I'm sorry, I'm tropical over these words. An Azari named Zolan ordered a larger vessel, the Bazarad, to investigate. And you, let's do this. I'm just going to put it in chat for you because it makes it easy. Can you can someone make me a culture check?
Yeah, sure. I should be pretty good at that. I think. Never mind. I mean,
Oh,
I'll
Mira could do it.
there you go.
Culture for what specifically?
It's only a +6, unfortunately. It's not a +9.
Thank you, got
Mira's
it.
also
That's fine.
got the yeah, Mira's got the
yep.
Shiren thing.
Cool. So you recognize that this Zolan person is referenced many times. Oh, nice. You guys are very cultured. You see that this.
I'm a streamer.
That's true. This Zolan person is mentioned many times as a Zerat, and that is a kind of a noble title.
Mm-hmm.
So the ship, the Barazad, is an Imperial Fleet vessel that happened to be transporting these people and cadets on her watch. The ship, the Barazad, is currently off mapping the rest of the system and will return for resupply shortly.
That's what they think.
Well, that's the ship. You haven't met that.
No, I'm just saying they're not going to resupply.
Oh, well, that's true. That they are not. That's right. You got guns now. Um, so their ship just happened to be transporting the lieutenant and a bunch of cadets on her watch. So I think I said that. I was on the next one. They were surprised to find a small pack war colony here, and the lieutenant commandeered the expedition, and she and her cadets successfully subdued the colony and established a presence here until, of course, you just messed it up.
Mm-hmm.
This Zolan person believes the strange readings are from a lost starship called the Royal Venture. Um, the the Royal Venture is a pre-gap, a vessel of a pre-gap Azante Noble. Excuse me. The Royal Venture carried an experimental techno-magical device called a rune drive that would allow interstellar flight without the use of the drift, without hyperspace, basically. Scans conducted after their victory here revealed these theories were correct. So I'll put that in there as well. I should probably put all this in Discord, which I'll do as well. This is not copy paste very easily. Try one more time. Yay. The investigation uncovered that an android colonist had already entered the Royal Venture crash site and had stolen the rune drive. The android and the rune drive were both picked up by a fast courier vessel called the Silver Needle and returned to the Azante Star Empire a short time ago. The lieutenant arranged the transfer, but the destination is not listed on the computer.
So, wait, what did they say happened to our friend after they took it? Did they get caught?
Boop, boop. Basically, yep.
Uh,
The android shared some information about the rune drive with the other colonists, now prisoner in the garrison, but questioning has revealed that none of them entered the Royal Venture and none of them have anything more than a passing knowledge about the drive. The lieutenant wants the colonists killed, but the Master of Arms has been putting this off to arrange for public executions in order to keep the rest of the settlement in line. And meantime, the prisoners have been in the brig. The lieutenant also took a group of senior cadets in training for the guard with her to the Royal Venture crash site to see whether she can recover additional information. The person you captured does not know when to expect them to return. And that's what you learn from the computer. And the colonists are so overjoyed that you took care of these people so far that they offer to upgrade your spaceship.
awesome.
Cool. This android was picked up by the Aslantes
Mm-hmm.
and brought where to one of their big bases.
The computer does not say.
Okay.
That the lieutenant, who is not here, but is at the Royal Venture, arranged for the transfer, but the destination is not listed.
Gotcha.
What do you want to do?
What the?
Well, we could try to get information out of this person
Mm-hmm.
because they are now stuck in there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Yeah. And then beyond that, I guess we could, if we really wanted to, take a rest and then travel over to said big ship. We still have not found our person. What was her name?
I think it was like
Sindo-
Sidonia.
Yep.
Sidonia.
Yeah,
Oh, was
she's
Sidonia an
MIA.
android?
Yep.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Sidonia was
Oh
the android.
shit.
Yeah. So now we have to. Yeah. Yeah. That is. That is the yeah.
Okay. It sounds like then we are going over there at some point then. Let's try and get everyone fixed up and let's try and get information out of this person. And then beyond that, I don't know.
Okay.
Huh. All right.
So yeah, you can certainly rest up, and after a period of time, this person regains consciousness. And they are not really speaking.
Telepathy.
That is
So like,
not the amount
should
of
we be nice to them, or do we just go straight for the jugular? You know?
I don't think we should go straight to the jugular. I think we should cut off a few fingers first.
No. I mean, metaphorically speaking. Finally, it's time for my area of expertise.
Ooh.
Talking to people.
amazing. Go for it.
And so I walk up to them and I go, okay, so you don't have any options really here. Either tell us what you want, tell us what we want, and you will suffer less. Or
Oh man.
you don't tell us what we want, and I've got a couple very deadly friends here that will make you hurt quite a lot. And while I might not be a crack shot with a gun, these dudes sure are.
We'll make a good episode for your show.
Yeah. That one might have to be on the paywall. Might get that one. Might get that demonetized. But people are into some gory stuff as of late. What did I get? An 18. Not terrible.
18. All right.
On intimidation.
I'm trying to see what I roll for this one. This character doesn't have the same crap. All right, well, let's do it manually. Dice. Oh, here we go. All right, brown dice kind of blend in with the brown table. Okay. So, I'll say that they definitely seem a bit intimidated by all this, but these guys are pretty Klingon-y, right? That death before dishonor stuff. But what you want to ask them, you might get something out of them.
Well,
I mean, you're scaring them a bit. So, was there a question in there?
Ask them about the ship. Ask them about the android.
yeah, so what I really want to know personally is where my fellow compatriot and music lover, the android who had picked up the rune drive went. If you can tell me that, we'll go easy on you.
They're like, they basically say, I don't know where they're taking her. The lieutenant knows, but I'm sure she's going somewhere unpleasant out of your reach.
Well,
you did tell me what I wanted, even if I don't like it. I'll let these guys decide what to do with you. And I just
What
walk
exactly
out of
does
the
he
room.
mean?
We could make
What does
soup
that
out of
mean?
her.
Oh yeah, and I close the door behind me.
So
What exactly does
What?
that mean?
What?
What did he say again? I did not comprehend that.
He said that dude said the lieutenant knows knows where the android is going, and that they're going somewhere unpleasant out of our reach. So I said, well, you did tell me what I want to know, so I'll just leave these guys to do with you what they please, and I walked away. If you wish to commit unspeakable acts of violence, go for it. I don't need them anymore. I got everything I wanted out of them.
Okay. You're supposed to.
I'm
Okay.
gone. I walked out of the room.
Hmm.
I never said I was the guiding conscience. I said I could talk to people. They told me everything I wanted.
Are you leaving your TV cameras on in the room so you can pick up what happens for your viewers?
Oh, absolutely leaving it on. If it's something good, I might, edit it.
Okay. Okay.
I guess I need to do his job, or someone needs to do his job.
What's
Because
my job? We got what else? What other information did we need?
Talking. What about this?
All
What
right.
about the spaceship? What's been up with that? If you guys collected that drive or whatever, then why are you still bothering with it?
Um. Well, I mean,
Also, why are you bothering with the planet if the main goal was like this warp drive?
well,
It seems a bit of an
We
extraneous
like-
expenditure.
we're annexing this planet for our empire. How is that? How is that a bad goal?
Okay.
Zong,
I do not think-
you chilling in
we'll
the
put
command room watching
We'll
the
put that one
cameras.
to the side. We'll put that one to the side. Back to the ship. Why? If you like, why is there still like people going out to the ship if you already have like the thing that you wanted?
Ah, the ship is technology pre-snap, pre-gap. We don't know how it fucking works. We got to figure it out.
Wouldn't technology from over 300 years ago typically be worse than what we have now?
Do you know what the gap is?
I do, but like it like we
Explicitly, technology before from immediately before the gap is more advanced than what we have now.
Is it? I thought the whole spiel with the gap was that people lost knowledge but not the ability to do things like
People lost the
operate things.
knowledge, and people lost the knowledge of not only how to make them but how to use them as well.
I don't think they lost the knowledge of how to use them.
Well, yeah, the usage could have.
They
kept
lost the
going.
knowledge of they lost historical
Well,
knowledge,
if
not
you-
technical knowledge.
If you remember, it was after the gap that people were given the ability to space travel again. Like there was specifically,
so there could be some further significance to the fact that they had a sort of warp drive before the gap.
yes.
Mhm.
I mean,
Okay.
this is better, right? Because you're just basically, you're traveling like Dune, where you're just like folding space without warp drive, right? Whereas you're as opposed to traveling like Star Trek,
Oh,
like you're traveling without hyperspace.
it's a space folder. Okay.
Well, not necessarily. It's by magic too, so you can think of it
Oh,
any
it's by
way
magic. Okay.
you can think of it any way you want, but it doesn't require hyperspace.
And it
Okay.
doesn't incur the cost of modern drift usage.
Yeah, well, that's negligible, at least for now.
Well, the cost of modern drift usage may or may not be annihilating planets left and right, and we don't know that.
I think I'm almost done the lore dump. One more cut and paste.
Just saying. The way I've been explained it, it kind of just eats chunks of the universe.
It does that too.
It eats like very small chunks of the universe. So like it will be a problem eventually. But like it's not a problem yet.
As I said earlier, smells like a story hook in progress.
Excuse me.
Yeah, it just could just be me. Could be a story hook in progress.
Could be. Could be.
Could be.
Anything else?
I can't say I have any other questions. Thank you. Yeah. I'll let you go about your day to the extent which you can inside the cell because you took over a planet. So, I don't feel too bad about leaving you in a cell.
Okay.
You colonized an entire planet for 1 box. Now you get 1 box.
Indeed.
Is anyone in there subscribed to Zenkyo's channel?
Sure.
At least one person is. You just hear a ding on your phone as the two of you laugh, and you just see a clip come up. It's CCTV footage. You colonized an entire planet for 1 box. Now you only get 1 box.
All right.
I've been clipped.
Anything else? Skulch, Murray, you got anything?
I got nothing.
Pretty much.
All right.
It seems I've been clipped.
So, I've been clipped. Sure. So, what do you want to do? So, if you're looking for where your android buddy is, like it mentioned, right? You pretty much have to go find the lieutenant. The person who runs the colony, they're kind of encouraging the same, right? Because they're like, they want these frickin' troops off the planet. There's still some around. They don't want to deal with them. So you eliminating the last little bit, falls in line with what they're looking for as well.
Yeah?
Glad we're not too out of line.
So you could walk there, which would take like 12 hours. They have a couple of speed bikes if you want
Yeah, I was
to.
gonna say we have the speeders.
Yeah, if you want to return to the Jedi through the forest, you can do that. Or if you just want to get in your damn,
idea, guys.
if you just want to take your damn spaceship and just fly over there, you could do that too.
So, guys, I have a way better idea.
Okay.
We have this really big. Actually, no, I should probably go back into the room. Now that it's done. Now that the interrogation. Oh no, he's back out here. Okay.
Wait,
So I
you're
got-
coming back into the room after you dramatically walked out?
Need
Well,
the camera
I would-
equipment.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
okay, gotcha.
I saw everything the entire time.
Gotcha.
I've been watching the cameras.
Yeah, he's watching his own feed to try and drive up, viewership
Yeah, I was
by
try-
one.
Yeah, I wanted to see if I could get. No, I was like, is there any good clippable moments here?
Nope,
No.
gotta create my own.
He goes over to Kiki. I've got this great idea. So we've got this really big gun on this building, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we have the ability to send out a distress signal to tell them that the base is in danger, right?
Okay.
So what if
Okay.
we lured them all back here and then shot them with a really big gun?
That's a good plan.
Exactly.
On one hand,
That's cool. On the other hand,
That's
that's a
cool.
war crime.
on the
But on the third hand, it's
on the third
really,
hand, you lose
really-
the element of surprise.
But they'll be surprised that the gun is shooting them. Because it's a distress signal.
Will they? If we give them a distress signal that the base is under attack, it wouldn't be exactly a stretch to consider that the
The
base
base is compromised.
might be compromised by the time they get here. They
That's
just don't know
fair.
it's compromised now.
That's true.
Setting up
Make
a
a good
distress
point.
signal might just be
Also,
exactly.
just wait. They gotta come back eventually.
True that.
Unless they get picked up from over there.
I don't know. Make your choice. That's my
I kind of want to
grand
see the
plan.
ship.
I do too. Just on an intellectual level, I'm interested in the ship. Because, you know, my job is ships.
Eh.
Your job
You
is
just
ships.
said that it's an old piece of garbage, though.
Even better. That means, like, you know what
Even
my
better.
job was, right? My
You did
job
special
was
effects.
yeah, special effects. So basically, this like film company would like give me these piece of garbage ships, and they would tell me, okay, run the calcs on how we can blow this up safely.
Hey, you
Explosive.
want to see an image of the ship on your view screen?
Yeah, sure.
How about that?
That is a ship.
Oh, it's smaller
Did
than
you
I
put it in
expected.
Discord?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
did.
there we go.
Is this just is it like a medium sized ship?
It is a medium-sized ship, similar to yours. Looks like a common exploratory / transport vessel, right? Don't forget, if you read the lore dump I just did, right?
Mhm.
These guys were transporting, cadets,
Mm-hmm.
and they came here, right? So it's not like uh, an Imperial destroyer was roaming through with a whole thing of cadets. It was like transporting some folks.
I don't know. I had just figured it would be a large. I wasn't figuring it would be like a dreadnought or something. That's a bit.
Yeah, it's a bit
Wait,
over the top.
is that the ship they brought here, or is that the ship that had the rune drive in it?
That's the rune drive ship.
No, that's the ship that they bought here. This is what
This is
this is what the enemy came in.
this is what the enemy came in.
This is not the crash
We
ship.
thought it was the rune drive ship.
Yeah.
No,
Is there a picture of the rune drive ship?
I'll say that generally not. I'll say that when you review the footage you have that you got earlier of seeing the ship and seeing inside of the ship, it looks like the ship itself is partially buried in the ground. That it crashed a while ago. Maybe had maybe into like a side of a hill or something like that. Had some of it fall on top of it. It's partially buried.
Okay. So that is a bigger ship then. This one though, the one that they took here, that one is that still here somewhere, or was that taken off world with when they got like dropped off or whatever?
That ship is currently scouting the star system, mapping out the star system, and it is coming back for resupply, quote unquote, soon.
She.
Yeah, I don't know.
I say, we should go try and check out the rune drive ship, because not only is that interesting, but it could give us clues to what the hell happened to
Or
I-
Android friend.
Sidonia.
Sidonia, yeah. What the hell happened to Sidonia? And in the meantime, we have the villagers take up this place. So that way they can use the artillery on this thing to defend in the event that ship comes back.
Hmm.
Okay.
Good
So
contingency.
what are we doing?
So we are. So you're suggesting our next step is to check on the Rune Drive ship, which may have
May
more
have
information.
enemies,
May have enemies.
also have, but will probably also have more information.
If not our
Mhm.
friend.
If not our friend. But it sounds like they've been transported, so I kind of doubt that. But maybe, hopefully, fingers
Hmm.
crossed.
Given the language, they're either out here with the rune ship right now, or they are too far for us to actually reach.
Yeah. And if we're going to defend, if we're going to have like this area be defended either by us or by the town, then if this doesn't get shot down immediately, then they'll probably go and pick up their friends over at the Rune Drive ship and then just buzz off somewhere. And that would be not good for us because then we would lose track of where Sidonia is gone and our leads probably.
Yeah.
So we probably want to go and investigate proactively.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Okay. Do you want to start the Rune Drive ship next week?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, 'cause
Sure.
I gotta go pick up my sister from work soon.
Oh, that's true. You do. I forgot about that.
This feels like a very complete session.
Okay. Feel free to long rest. That's really only just Ray. And I will
Yeah.
upgrade your ship to the specs that you guys decided on earlier. And you guys can decide how you want to get there, either by foot, by speeder, or by your ship.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
Spaceship sounds like an impractical way to travel 12 miles.
I agree with that notion.
Fair enough. I'm just laying out the options, unless you think of any more. Okay. You all have a good week, and I'll catch you all soon.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
Catch up.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right.
See you.
Bye.